Alrighty. So, today's going to be a bit of a story time video, you would call it. So this is going over the time that I spent like $400. No, it was $340. Holy wait. Oh, can this guy simmer down? Holy moly. On shark propaganda. Oh my. Okay, this guy needs to chill out. Well, let's get into it. So back in high school, this is a couple years ago now, my school did like a Valentine's thing where you could spend like 50 cents to send a note and a chocolate to your friends in one of their classes. Oh my Jesus Christ. This guy has zero chill. And so it was something that was more or less ignored by most people because it was just a terrible deal, and you're just wasting a ton of money on a pretty small thing. So overall, it went by pretty unnoticed. But I had this funny idea. Man, how funny would it be if I bought every single person in the school a Valentine's thing, and it just had some stupid message on it. Alright. So, this was the plan. So I had a job at that point, but I had massively reduced my hours due to school, so I wasn't making all that much money. So all in all, because the school had like 1,000 people in it, it was going to cost me $340 in order to get one Valentine's thing for all 1,000 people. I think it was like a little bit more than 1,000, but it was roughly 1,000. So I had to spend like zero money from the course of me thinking about the idea to actually doing the idea. And you get your water bucket, yoink, buddy. You're done for. Jesus. So over the course of like several months, I was slowly saving up on this. Alright, let's get rid of that water. On the stupid idea of like spending $340 on a bunch of stupid candy grams. I cannot focus. This guy is. Oh my! Simmer down! Who is this guy? Simmer down. Anyway, eventually, around February comes around, and I just barely save up enough for the candy thing. I have like $400 maybe. I gotta read pot strength. I have like $400 maybe in my bank account, so I'm good. I have the money. So yeah, the time rolls around. It is, as expected, 33 cents to send to 3 people. And so what I do is, now that I have all the money, and it's now time to actually be able to send out all of the things, I have to think, okay, well, what do I want to send? Now, part of me wanted to send like the same message to like everyone, but you know what? It'd be more fun if there was like a bunch of varieties of messages. And if there's one thing that there's a variety of in real life, it's sharks. There's like a billion different types of sharks, and they're all incredibly old. So I'm like, you know what? Shark facts. That's what we're doing. Jeez. Someone get this guy to simmer down. Oh my goodness gracious. So anyway, I think, you know what? We're gonna do shark facts. Now, the thing about shark facts is that sharks don't actually have like all that many interesting facts unless you're like a shark scientist. So what I just do is, like, in one of my second period classes, I just look up interesting shark facts, and I found like 12, and half of them aren't even good. Like, one of them is like, oh yeah, sharks are decent at swimming. So we have some pretty high quality shark facts here. But anyway, so I get together around 12 good shark facts, and then what I do is I'm back at home at this point. You know, the day is over. I go to my printer in my basement, and I print out like 80 sheets of these 12 shark facts. I think it was around 80. Maybe it was like around 90 or so. I gotta hot strength back up. I should repair my armor. So I have around like 80 to 90 sheets of these shark facts. And now here comes the hardest part. Actually extracting the shark facts from this one sheet. Now you might think it'd be easy. Like, okay, you have all these sheets of paper. Just put it in one stack and just slice through all of them. But unfortunately, that's not gonna work. You see, the shark facts, you had to cut them so precisely that if you stacked even 2 of them on top of each other at once, it would just come out horribly. It would look terrible. So I had to cut them paper by paper. Now, originally I was going to use a pair of scissors. However, thankfully, I'd recently gotten a box cutter because at my job, I have to cut open boxes because I work at like a grocery store. So I gotta cut open boxes, get the groceries out of it, put it on the shelves, and yada. So I got my own like personal Jiffy cutter. So that's what I use. This guy simmer down. So I use this Jiffy cutter. But also the issue was, what was I gonna slice it on? You see, like, I could do it on a table, but my table would be so horribly mangled by the end of that. It was a nice table too. Like, it was like at least like $100 or $200. Like, it was just a solid table. It's actually the table I'm using today, right now. So, spoiler alert, I did not ruin the table. So, what I did do is I got a cutting board. It's like a very small, like, decent quality cutting board. Okay, I gotta heal up a bit more. And so then just for like 8 to 10 hours, I forget exactly how long, but I think it was 8 hours, maybe 10 hours straight. I was just cutting sheet by sheet, shark fact by shark fact. And you gotta remember, this is 12 shark facts on 90 sheets. So thousands and thousands of cuts were required for that. But eventually, at the very end of a grueling 10-hour grind, I had finally finished cutting all these shark facts. Now, oh my god, this guy simmer down. Oh, my helmet's almost dead. I gotta lock in here. Don't teleport on me. Alright. Well, I suppose we ball. I actually have to lock in here so I don't lose. Because I imagine that he also is pretty low on armor durability. Alright, last pearl. Shout out Jammin' Head. You're done for, buddy. Pack it up. No, this guy actually plays the video game. God, I've gotten so bad at PvP. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes, I had just finished my grueling 10-hour session of Shark Facts. At the end of it, I was so tired. I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. So my alarm didn't wake me up because I had gotten like 2 hours of sleep. And so my dad wakes me up and he's like, Jesus Christ, why did your alarm, why did you not wake up? You have to wake up for school on time. And I was like, I spent 10 hours cutting out Shark Facts. And he was like, you know what? You're off the hook on this one. That's actually a reasonable use of your time. For some reason. I don't know why he thought that. I guess he also just got the bit. But eventually, I make it through my classes just barely because I was so incredibly tired. And then it comes lunchtime. And lunchtime is when you give the money and the note to all of like all the people at the table who are like accepting the Valentine's grams. So I give them, oh, my helmet broke, it's over. So I give them the $340. Yeah, I'm done for. They have a pearl probably. I give them $340 and just this massive bag of like 1,000 Shark Facts. Oh, I need this too, and speed. Yeah, it's over. And they're just like, oh, because they're seeing this. They're seeing just someone pull up at their table with like 1,000 Shark Facts and $300 worth, and they're just looking at me like, man, is this really what you're gonna spend your time and your money on? High school Valentine stuff? And I'm just like, yep. This guy's just punching me. Okay. Yeah, it's over. Oh my god, this guy's getting comboed. Bucket. Yeah, it's over. There goes my boots. But anyway, they're looking at me and they're like, wow, this is really what you're spending your hard-earned time and money on? And I'm just thinking, yep, that's what I'm doing. So anyway, they take it, and I spend the rest of the day like usual. Somehow I survive without falling asleep in class, and I make my way back. And so, from there, it was another week. Anyway, it was about another week until it was actually like the Valentine's Day thing celebration, where everyone got handed their stuff. Can you simmer down? Oh my god. I swear, people have no chill. I don't even have my inventory in order. Get out of here. Alright, I'm just gonna rearrange my inventory. The person has negative. Oh my god. Bro, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Piss off. Anyway, so about a week later came, and they were actually finally passing out the stuff. Now, I would think I was in my 4th hour class, if I remember. Oh, if you die, that'd be so funny. If you die, that would be so funny. No. Yeah, that's what happens when you're needlessly aggressive. You die. Aw, that's so lame. 1 block away. Okay. Maybe this guy will, like, develop trace amounts of being chill. I beg. I plead. Yeah, a week later, and suddenly I'm in my 4th hour class. Maybe it was my 5th hour. I think it was my 5th hour class, actually. No, it's right after lunch. It was 4th hour. Anyway, so then suddenly, someone just goes into the room. We actually had a sub that day, and the person just goes, "All right, some person bought a candy thing for the entire school, so I'm just gonna put this bag on the table, and I'll let the teacher pass it out to everyone in the class." And then the teacher is, as a sub, so like, okay, everyone just go up to the front and grab one with your name on it. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, what a scam. I spend $340 and like 10 hours of my life, and they don't even pass it out to the people. What a massive scam. But anyway, I think like half the people in the class decide to actually get up and grab one. That includes myself. I want the fruits of my labor. Okay, I need to lock in. This off? Okay. Like I had less than any chill. There we go. Hey, it's you again! Oh, okay. I'm killing this person. I do not care. I do not care. Just let me play video games. You know what? Commentary is over. Commentary is over. It's just beating up this guy. Yeah. Piss off. This guy was at 1 health. That's crazy. Alright. But yeah, I get completely scammed. But then in my next period, just someone walks up to me and it's just like, did you just give everyone in the school a shark fact? And I was like, actually, you got one of 12 shark facts. So get your facts in order here, buddy. Have a heart? Are you this guy? This guy is the worst. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's actually the 12 facts. But and they were like, huh, that's kind of cool. And that was about it for the reactions I got. The next day, I walk into my first period, which is like my American Sign Language class. I took like 4 years of American Sign Language. Like, oh my, chill out. Took 4 years of American Sign Language back in high school, and I think I forgot why, but I didn't have an assignment done that day. I think I was supposed to do it like during my 10-hour shark cutting spree, but I just didn't because I was busy cutting out 1,000 facts about sharks. And my teacher goes, so I'm talking to my teacher about how the assignment isn't there, and she goes, wait, wasn't it you who passed out like 1,000 shark facts? And I was like, yeah, that was me. And she's like, you know what? You're off the hook for this one. Just turn it in next time. And I'm like, you know what? $340 and 10 hours of cutting paper for a pretty low-grade assignment being turned in as an A? That's worth it if I know anything. So, if you ever want to pass a class, and by pass a class I mean get a high score on a single assignment, just spend $340 and 10 hours of your time, and you'll be alright. I can kill this guy. Let's go! Get fucked, idiot! Anyway, that's more or less the story. I just spent $340 and spent like 10 hours cutting something for not much to happen. But you know what? It is fun. I'm gonna pop some of the fun facts on the screen because why not? And yeah, that was about it. If you enjoyed my rambling, subscribe, join my Discord server, and y'all have a good one. See ya.